Today we got a showdown for the ages. Harry Potter versus Hermione Granger versus Ron Weasley. Who's the greatest wizard? Let's here to find out. The Boy Who Lived. Harry Potter is famous for defeating the powerful dark wizard Voldemort when he was a mere infant. Harry has proven himself to be a very powerful and talented young wizard, and his power has been evident from the very start. He instantly demonstrated control over a broomstick, was able to conjure Patronus at an exceptionally young age, and he even survived numerous encounters with Lord Voldemort. Harry was extremely adept at defense against the dark arts, and mastered all manner of spells, including the Stunning Spell, Disarming Charm, Impediment Jinx, Full Body Binding Curse, and Reductor Curse. In his third year, he was the only student who made it flawlessly through the end of the year exam, and in fact, Harry beat Hermione in 2 out of the 3 defense against the dark arts exams that they took together. In fact, he was so good at the subject that he actually set up his own defense against the dark arts class and trained other students at Hogwarts. Despite his young age, Harry is an accomplished and skilled duelist. He was able to single-handedly hold his own to defeat some of the most formidable Death Eaters, including Lucius Malfoy and Bellatrix Lestrange, and even survived several times against Lord Voldemort himself. He was even able to defeat Voldemort after claiming mastery over the Elder Wand. Harry is known to be very quick off the draw, and had an aggressive dueling style, even incorporating unforgivable curses. He also taunted his opponents, and would get them to talk at length, angering them and throwing them off balance, as well as giving him time to strategize and lulling them into lowering their guard. Harry was especially skilled at the Disarming Charm, and used it so much that it became known as his signature spell among Death Eaters. Harry is also one of the few non-dark wizards to have a high level of proficiency in the dark arts. He even went so far as to use 2 of the 3 unforgivable curses, the Imperious Curse and the Cruciatus Curse. And then we got Hermione Granger. Hermione Granger is the best friend of Harry Potter, and is known as the brightest witch of her age. Hermione's proved herself to be an extremely talented, intelligent, and powerful young witch, and she easily surpassed almost every single student in her year. She was even considered a borderline genius, and was one of the most talented witches Hogwarts had ever seen. She was usually the first to master any spell, and was capable of spells well beyond her year. Hermione even became skilled at non-verbal magic, and she quickly became so good that she didn't even need to say the words out loud for a variety of spells. She also practiced wandless magic, and could perform plenty of spells without even using her wand. Hermione was incredibly skilled in the defense against the dark arts, as in her very first year, she mastered the Body Bind Curse, and mastered all the spells that Harry taught her in Dumbledore's army, including the Stunning Spell, Impediment Jinx, and plenty of other charms, jinxes, and hex. She was even capable of exceptionally powerful spells like the Blasting Curse. Hermione's also demonstrated her fighting ability on numerous occasions, and just like Harry, she had a remarkable dueling skill for her age. She defeated multiple Death Eaters, fought against Bellatrix Lestrange, and saved Harry and others countless times while they were hunting for Horcruxes or during the Battle of Hogwarts. Hermione has incredibly fast reflexes when it comes to wand work, as she has drawn her wand and cast spells before either Ron or Harry had even drawn their wands. When the trio was spotted by Death Eaters during the Battle of Hogwarts, she was the first to react and got them to safety. Hermione was also able to magically manipulate objects around herself in order to incapacitate or evade others. Her dueling style is rather creative and unpredictable as well, as she combines non-combative spells along with more conventional combative spells in order to overwhelm her enemies. Then last but not least, we have Ron Weasley. One out of numerous Weasley children, Ron is Harry Potter's best friend, and him, Harry, and Hermione Granger have been on countless adventures together. Now, Ron started off being a bit insecure about his own abilities, especially compared to his elder brothers and his famous best friend. However, once that lessened a bit, he proved to be a powerful wizard in his own right. Ron became adept in the defense against the dark arts after having been trained by Harry in Dumbledore's army. His mastery spells like the Stunning Spell, Disarming Charm, and even being able to cast a Patronus Charm, prove his ability to successfully defend himself against the dark arts. He's also got some experience with non-verbal magic, casting spells and stunning people who would try to attack Hermione without even saying the incantation. Ron is more than capable when it comes to dueling and battle, as he survived and did well in both the Battle of the Department of Mysteries and the Battle of the Stormy Tower. He stunned a Death Eater in the Battle of the Seven Potters, and even disarmed Bellatrix Lestrange during the skirmish at Malfoy Manor. Ron also fought valiantly during the Battle of Hogwarts, and defeated several Death Eaters by himself. It should also be noted that Ron tends to get a bit fired up, and had a kind of physical approach to fighting as well as a magical approach. On more than one occasion, he resorted to fighting physically rather than magically, as he even punched Draco Malfoy in the face during the Battle of Hogwarts. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, I think many people watching this video might just instantly write Ron off in this fight. I don't think that's fair. We need to give him his due. And surprisingly, Ron can give both of these two a run for their money, especially Harry. He's physically bigger, taller, and stronger than either of them, and like we said, isn't afraid to get into a physical fight. Ron and Harry are also pretty equal in their studies at Hogwarts, with Ron being about a B average student, and Harry is more or less an average student himself. And in a magical duel, well, it's been said that Ron continuously surprises people with what he can do magically, and being underestimated in this fight might actually work out well for him. The guy's also got a ton of magical power, as he was able to pass the first year of Hogwarts with a second hand or a broken wand, and still passed both years. Just to put that in comparison, Neville was basically at nearly squib levels while he used his father's wand. However, with all that being said, Ron is losing against either of these two. Harry just has more natural skill and affinity for dueling and defense against the dark arts, and Hermione knows so many more spells and has so much more knowledge as well as more skill. This fight is coming down to Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. Now I think we can all agree that it's pretty clear Hermione is the better wizard out of these two here. What I mean by that is that she's easily one of the best students at Hogwarts, if not the best student at Hogwarts. She was casting spells at a level way beyond her peers, and just knows so many more spells than Harry does. However, this is a duel, and that's really where Harry has always thrived and been most successful in the magical world. Not necessarily in books or studies, but in practical magic and experience. And Harry really proved that he could duel with some of the best of the best. It's actually stated that he is better in defense against the dark arts than Hermione. However, you can make a solid argument that Harry didn't have as tough as the people did throughout the war. Because think about it. Voldemort made sure that none of the Death Eaters killed Harry, because he wanted to kill Harry. So instantly, you're no longer playing with live ammo, and that really lowers the stakes in any fight, because they're going easier on him. Don't get me wrong, Harry is still an impressive duelist, as he was able to defeat a lot of Death Eaters, but he's not fighting for his life like everyone else is. So the fact that Hermione survived or won countless fights where she could have died is just more impressive to me. Even Harry's duel against Voldemort was filled with tons of confusion about the Elder Wand, and the fact that Harry was the actual master and all that. In a straight-up duel, Voldemort would have beaten him. Then there's also the fact that Hermione has really evolved and grown as a duelist throughout the years. Like, Harry was noticeably better than her in Order of the Phoenix, as he was actually the one training her, but by the time Deathly Hallows rolled around, things had changed. She was no longer held back by mental blocks and was constantly thinking on her feet while under pressure and saved the trio countless times. On the other hand, Harry is tenacious and courageous, but his dueling style isn't going to really work against someone like Hermione. He likes to get inside of his opponent's head and cause them to angrily attack. But that's not Hermione's style. She's more creative in her dueling style than Harry, as she'll cast non-combative magic as well as combative magic, and her greater knowledge of spells gives a lot more versatility than Harry. Hermione's also noticeably faster and quicker on the draw than Harry when it comes to a duel, which is surprising, because Harry has impressive reflexes as a seeker for the Quidditch team. But there were multiple times in the books where it was said that Hermione drew her wand first, unleashed a spell first, or even drew a wand and defeated the enemy before either Harry or Ron had their wands out. End of the day, Harry might actually be the slightly more powerful duelist, but Hermione is definitely more skilled and knowledgeable. And in the Harry Potter universe, that stuff matters. Dumbledore beat Grindelwald with the Elder Wand, because he was more knowledgeable and skilled, even though Grindelwald was more powerful. And Hermione can beat Harry for the same reason. Hermione Granger wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Just sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button. More videos just one every single weekday. And I'll see you next time.